This is Khalil Nassar with the Rokroot Online Debug Training Series. This is Tools Debugger Package. First, I'd like to go over the tools in the debugger package that I use frequently and give a brief example usage of each. First, the systems level debuggers. KD is the character-based kernel debugger. It must be invoked from a command prompt and has no UI beyond the command prompt. KD connects to the kernel of the target and does not directly connect to individual user mode processes. KD can be run from a machine that is separate from the target to be debugged, where the host is connected to the target via serial, 1394, or USB cable. Or KD can be run on the target for what's called a non-volatile local debug. CDB, or character debugger, is the user mode counterpart to KD. It must be invoked from a command prompt and connects to any user mode target on the machine from which it's run. NTSD is identical to CDB, but when NTSD is run, it starts its own console first. This is good for situations or contexts where a normal session UI does not exist, such as machine startup when no one is logged in, service startup, etc. In these situations, the console may not be visible to the eye, but it exists, and hence the debugger can run normally. WinDBG is the only debugger of the systems level debuggers that has a user interface beyond that of a command prompt. This is the primary tool for source level debugging native code. WinDBG is also unique in that it can target kernel or user mode. All the debuggers mentioned up to this point are merely wrappers and sit on top of a common debug engine. WinDBG also contains the graphical user interface code. The debugger extensions reside in the following directories off of the debug tools install folder. This is the primary mechanism for extending the debugger to any need. The debug help file debugger.chm, pronounced chum, is fantastic and chock full of examples and details. GFlags is the front end for all of the debugging facilities built into the OS. For user mode targets, GFlags is largely obscured by Application Verifier, which focuses strictly on user mode code. There are many modules on this debug training site that utilize and demonstrate GFlags. TList is a powerful command for listing processes. It can be configured to focus on services or DLLs, for instance. UMDH is a tool for displaying the user mode debug heap and is useful for detecting memory leaks. See Module 111, UMDH Basic Usage, for more information. Kill enables the command line termination of any process that a logon has permission to terminate. List is an old school utility that is particularly suited for viewing directories of files, in addition to many other things. It's a very powerful tool with many more options that deserves your personal research. SymStore is the utility for creating your own symbol server, what I refer to as the symbol server technology. See Module 55 for details on how I create my symbol servers. SymCheck was a direct ask from PSS, the idea being that the target environment is unique, but all the required symbols may not be accessible. Given the target image, dump file, live process, compiled binary, and a symbol path, SymCheck verifies that the correct symbols for the target exist in the symbol path. This tool has been largely overshadowed by Pat's marvelous symbol server technology. AD+ is a VB script that automates the collection of user mode process dumps for various circumstances, such as if a process hangs or emits a particular exception. As time has gone on, AD+ usage has gotten considerably more elaborate. See Module 187 for the most popular AD+ run-throughs. Break-in is a utility that causes the kernel debugger to break in the context of the desired user mode process. Next, I'd like to detail tools I use that are not in the debugger package. QSlice is a lightweight, quick and dirty tool that shows CPU utilization. It last shipped in the Windows 2000 Resource Kit and can still be obtained from the link below. OEM Tools, a special project initially internal to Microsoft and then released for PSS usage. UserDump. This utility was the first to non-invasively capture a dump of a target user mode process. It is very versatile for the scenarios where a dump file is difficult to generate. Please see Module 168, User Mode Lab Number 4, User Dump. KDEX2x86.dll. Before data types were stored in the PDB itself, KDEX2x86 was the bomb. Hence, the debugger extension is particularly useful for NT4 and Windows 2000. Kanalyze. This is the heart of the automated debug analysis. You too can auto-analyze your organization's dump files, and this system is extensible via customized plugins. Please see Module 169, Basic Kanalyze Usage. Process Monitor. From the incredible mind of Mark Rusinovich, this is in every troubleshooter's right hand. The linker. I like to have the linker available for the occasional simple task, such as looking at a binary's header. Hex Editor. Another must for the serious troubleshooter. I bought this particular tool years ago and have stuck with it. When a dump file is real corrupt and the module list trick doesn't work, I'll load it up in the hex editor and see what I can find. WinDiff. When comparing file deltas of any type, whether text or binary, this tool is invaluable. In conclusion, the tools that I've run through are the staples of debugging. This is not an all-inclusive list, but rather what I use 80% of the time. Please proceed to Module 32, Tools, Debugger, and Build Environment Installation. Thank you.